Hello everyone, I'm Stacy Strawn, host of the Nothing Channel. So this morning I have to go to another town, so that is where I have my prescriptions at, so I have to go pick up my medicine. And, for most people that would be, big deal. So you gotta go to another town, you gotta pick up your prescriptions, whoop-dee-doo. But for those of you who don't know, I actually suffer from a type of driving phobia. I've had it my entire life, and, I've suffered alone for many years, not realizing that there's other people that actually suffer from the same types of driving phobia that I have. Now, believe it or not, I haven't done the intense research to find out exactly which one I have, because who cares? I have it, I deal with it, move on. But for your information, and I'm dyslexic as well, so bear with me, amaxophobia, ochophobia, motophobia, or haemoxophobia are four well-known driving phobias that are out there. Now, a driving phobia can range anywhere from being fearful of driving to even just riding in a vehicle, period. It could be brought on by going through tunnels, going over bridges, or going high rates of speed, changing lanes. Any of these things can bring on an intense fear. For me personally, I have a fear of driving in areas that I'm not familiar with, that I've never drove before. So how are you going to drive them if you've never drove them? Like, oh God, I have this overwhelming fear that I'm going to get lost, or, run over somebody because I'm not familiar with the area. I'm going to make a wrong turn. I'm going to make a mistake, which brings on a severe anxiety attack. And if anybody's ever suffered from a severe anxiety attack, they realize it causes you to completely just shut down. Guess what, guys? You can't be shutting down when you're driving a car. It's not a great idea. People get hurt. So in order to avoid that, I simply avoid going areas that I'm not familiar with. Now, since the introduction of GPS, if it's an area that isn't terribly far away from the house to where I can call for help, like, I'm lost, help me, I will venture out a little further and further. And the best way to get over phobias is to face them. And that's what I've been doing over the years, trying to, because I got my driver's license when I was 32. You ever heard the expression, crap or get off the pot? I got off the pot. I just never, not me. And it is a very hard way to live, depending on another human being to drive you around. So you get isolated, you get stuck at home a lot, and you don't go anywhere. So it's difficult for me. I'm not able to drive to go see my children way in another city, because I just can't make it. I'd be like, Mom's on the side of the road breaking down crying. You want to come get me now? Maybe one day I'll get there, but I don't know. But anyways, I'm going to go and get my medicine, white knuckle it all the way, and I'll be back to tell you what else I'm up to today. Stay tuned. All right, so a little bit of stuff done. I needed to get done, some dishes, and even got Mom scrubbed.
Thank you.
I just take her out in the yard and hose her down. No, I don't do that. So I wanted to try, I usually make my banana bread homemade, have a recipe I follow. But I went to Brookshire's recently, and Chiquita banana bread mix. How could you not trust Chiquita? Look at that. Got the little Chiquita banana lady up there going, yeehaw, this is the best banana bread ever. So according to this, you will need 1 cup of mashed banana. Now, Dakota informed me that he would indeed eat banana bread if there was no bananas in it.
He can't help it.
I'm like, you do kind of get the concept about banana bread, right? He's like, well, I just don't want no whole bananas. I'm like, don't worry, they'll be mashed. He's like, oh, I can deal with that. Just I don't want pieces of bananas. I don't think those kids ate a lot of banana bread.
Either that or somebody didn't know how to make it.
Yeah, somebody messed up somewhere. So anyways, it says 2 bananas. Well, I got 4 because I figured 2 for the banana bread and 1 for me and Mom. Always thinking ahead. Here's a suggestion. My son told me this, which I thought was cute. He's going to tell me how to make banana bread. He started cooking recently. Now he's a master chef. He thinks. Let me see if I can do this one-handed. Not really well. So anywho, when you're doing banana bread, you want to get your bananas. You don't want them like green. You want them kind of brown, like this. Looking all ugly. It just makes for a better taste. It's got a real distinctive banana bread.
Rotten banana taste.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, those are Dole. Those aren't Chiquita.
Shh. She might hear you.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Chiquita. I didn't mean it. So, and then it says 1 large egg.
Eggs.
Where could I find an egg? I wonder.
Thousands of
And a 1/3 cup of water. That seems simple, right? So I'm going to get started on this, and I will show you what it looks like when it's done and give you, our opinion on whether or not Chiquita knows what the heck she's talking about. She should. She knows bananas, right? So stay tuned. All right. I have banana bread cooking in the oven. And now I'm starting some chicken legs, along with some cabbage and some bacon. Right now I'm cutting up the onion to go into the chicken. I like to do a whole onion whenever I'm doing chicken legs, like I'm doing today, because I make what's called a yellow gravy using the onion. Makes it very sweet when you use the yellow onion. And Mom seems to enjoy it. And I got the thick cut bacon for the cabbage I got going. So I'm going to put a package of this in there. So it's going to be quite tasty to go with our banana bread. There we go. Got my chicken legs going. Got a little bit of seasoning to it. Some onion. And I also like to take, put an old pan on top. Let it simmer a little bit here. Over here, got my cabbage all cut up. Fix and put a little onion in there. Add my bacon. I just got a lot of salt and pepper in there. Got it going there. Smelling good already. Okay, our banana bread is done and it looks beautiful. And the toothpick comes out clean. So it is done cooking. We'll let this cool for a little bit and then we'll try the banana bread a little later and let you know how good it turned out. My chicken is looking absolutely delicious and cooked down, and the onions have made a delicious gravy. The cabbage and bacon smells amazing. Can't wait to dive into it, and we're going to enjoy our supper. Thanks for hanging out with us today, guys.